DDOG, you're doing a podcast with Bobo G? I brought him in. I'm going to Stockton slap both you guys. You guys are both going to take that walk. Big Mike. We're all friends.
Podcast, another episode here with our guests, our finalist championship guests of last year. We have the current champion ZZ from Fremont, California.
Nice to be here, Sal.
All right. We have the challenge, the rookie of last year's Shark League, but went to the top, faced the final in ZZ. We got Bob over here.
What's going on, Sal?
How you doing, guys?
Good, brother.
Everything good?
Good.
Y'all ready for this year? Are
I'm,
you ready for
I'm,
your revenge?
I'm for sure ready.
Bob has been ready since the day the season ended. I mean, at Buffalo Wild Wings, the look on his face, guy was sick. Poor guy was sick. Wasn't feeling well. He self-quarantined himself by himself in the corner. And ZZ came in with his eye makeup, his socks cap, which was kind of messed up in a way. But it's funny. It worked out, you know.
I was actually thinking he's going to wear the White Sox hat.
I was almost going to wear it. You
And
know
he's
what?
switching
But then
it
I
up.
was like, nah.
Nah.
We lost with that White Sox hat. We got to change it up.
Hey, what was going... Before that match started, what did you think about your team versus ZZ?
Oh, honestly, dude, his team was a juggernaut.
Yeah.
Like, go back and look at it. He had Debo. I mean, Andrews. Guys that, like, performed at a level that you just did not think would be able to perform at that level.
For sure.
So, he hit it on every... Like, I'm going back and researching for this year and trying to figure out, how do I get a Debo and Andrews? How do you put a team like that together?
Exactly. Those are some first-round picks now, pretty much, you know? The high ADP drafts are those players like Debo and Andrews. Even your quarterback, what's his name?
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
He's gone up too a little bit. You know, he should be going up. He got a new weapon.
Yep.
With AJ Brown.
The problem with Jalen Hurts is now, and even last year, there was a point in the year, in the middle of the year, that I wanted to trade him because the benching situation. Like, he was good fantasy-wise, but if he wasn't coming through and leading the team to win,
the score was run up
you know,
already.
Gardner Minshew was waiting, you know, and the
true.
coach.
That's true.
So I was like, man, is this guy going to get benched? So I hit up Mike. I was like, Mike, when you get Josh Allen? He was like, you want to give me Jalen Hurts because he's going to get benched? But yeah, so that's the problem with him. He's great for fantasy purposes. He'll get you points.
Yeah, for sure.
You
That's
hear what he
good.
just said? He was trying to trade Hurts for Allen. He was trying to get one of those
you see
Kamara.
that? That
He was
was,
trying to get one of those Kamara
There
for
was obviously
Fournette
other pieces
type
involved.
of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you know
yeah.
Mike wasn't going to
It
do
wasn't
that.
just straight.
Hey, this
Yeah.
guy got Kamara for Fournette, so I mean,
No, that was
you know what I
that
mean?
wasn't bad.
That was a
It
yeah.
ended up good.
No, Fournette, I mean, at the time that trade happened, Fournette was also top 5 running back. But back to the Hurts thing. When in fantasy football, when opposing GM that you want to trade with is bye weeks are coming up and they need to win, they cannot lose, right?
Yeah.
They're desperate sometimes. Josh Allen on a bye for him, and I'm giving him Hurts who's going to play. Sometimes GMs will pull the trigger on something
They're
like that.
desperate, but our league is different, dude.
I know,
Our league
they don't wanna be the-
They'll die with that player rather than give it to you.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this year, especially this year,
Yeah.
wait till like week 6. People are going to start out.
1-5.
Yes.
2-4, and it's like, oh, trouble brewing already.
That's one of the keys to fantasy football, getting off to a good start. Because when those bye weeks come around and those other GMs are desperate, their bye weeks come, you could win a trade. They might lose out on a trade, but they get the player for the week that they're desperate for.
Okay, so going off of that, what's your strategy going into this year? Last year's strategy wasn't to spend a lot of money, Zai. It wasn't to spend a lot, go high on players, you know?
I mean, I'll
It's
go
hard.
for any player.
Yeah. If the value...
Any player is available, I'll take. And there's only a handful of players that I'll say I don't want that player.
Okay.
But outside of that, I'll take the player if the value's there. But I know certain players, like in my head, I know that they're going to get bid up. They're going to go for $50, $60, $70, and at that point, I'm out of that.
You're out of that.
And I'll find somebody that's like $20 less than that, that'll put up maybe 80 to 85% of the production of that person.
He ain't never drafting a team like he did this last year.
Yeah,
He's never going to
that's
do that
no-
again.
no,
No way.
that's
That's
never
a
gonna
one.
happen.
No, he's going to actually. This is the thing I want to see. I want to see his in-season GM play. Because he probably drafted the best team in the whole league. I probably drafted the worst team in the whole league. But at least
But you shifted.
during the season,
But-
I was able to trade. You know, you got
That's
good. That's what I like about this league. Is
But Bob, here's the thing though, because my team was so good, you didn't realize the under the radar moves I did make. So Rashad Penny that went off, right?
Yeah.
I was the one that got him, and then I think I traded him. Was it to you?
No, I don't think.
I know Gmo ended up with him, but I did pick him up, and I did save my money for Austin Eckler's backup.
You made
There
some
was
good
a
moves,
bunch of different moves that
but
I
you didn't
made.
really. You wasn't battle tested like Mike.
No.
Mike was battle tested.
Yeah.
This guy lost
Oh,
CMC.
yeah.
This guy had Ridley, and then all of a sudden Ridley's in the mental freaking institute.
And
Like,
he was one game away from making the playoffs.
yeah.
He came
So
back at the end. though.
yeah, he had a good
made
team.
strong little run there,
he paid what $99 for Mitchell.
100.
$100. Okay, $100 for
Yeah.
He
Mitchell.
didn't even go 99. He didn't even save that dollar. He just
no.
went
So
straight
now
for
you don't
it.
even have money. You just lost your best running back. You got no money
Yep.
to grab some guys,
Yep.
and he still somehow
That's
was
true.
one game away.
Okay, so then what's your strategy going into this? Because last year you said you drafted, you didn't know how it was.
Yeah.
You-
Well, yeah, this year I know. Like
You
I know,
know.
like Moose. Guess what? If you grab Cooks and you want Madison, you got to have some money left over for Madison, right? Because this guy Moose is he'll
man.
grab him, pick him up.
He'll hold
So-
out against you, that player.
And then you got people have little favorites, like you pick up on stuff like Chucky's a Dallas Cowboy fan, so he's gonna. I think he likes CD Lamb, guys like that. Like you kind of know, you're like, oh, this guy likes certain players. You can see tendencies in guys,
That's
right?
true, yeah.
So I think just knowing a little bit of stuff like that, I know the type of quarterbacks this guy Easy likes,
And I know the type of quarterbacks you like.
Yeah,
From a
so-
conversation that me and him had last
Yeah.
year.
Oh, really? Backdoor
Yeah,
stuff.
He gave me a tip on what he's looking for in a QB. So.
Okay.
But
I'll be looking out
like
for
you
that.
just know the league a lot better, and then you know how much in the free agency wise too. I never did the fad. I never did that.
It's
Like
crazy,
it was a
right?
waiver
It's-
always.
yeah,
It's different
yeah.
now, and you beat me out on.
By a couple bucks here and there. Like,
But you got me like at
Exactly,
least 4 or 5 times last
it's
year.
crazy how that
But
works. And sometimes, like, I don't want to put too much to get embarrassed the next day.
Yeah.
Damn, this guy paid like $29 for the next guy who put $7 on him.
Yeah.
You just burned yourself a hell of money.
That happens a lot.
That
And
happens a
you
lot.
don't know what somebody else is going to
don't
bid.
know.
So I
Don't
think
know.
when Mike got $100, put $100 on Mitchell, I don't remember what the second
Did he
bet
need a running
was.
back? He needed a running back, though, right?
Yeah, because
Oh, because CMC got hurt?
so here's what happens. A lot of times I've noticed, and I know you got Naeem Hines one year like that.
Man, right off the bat.
When you lose that first week, football's different, right? You don't want to go 0-2.
don't
Even
have
though
that much
I
time.
did start 0-2 last year.
Yeah, you did.
But sometimes you panic and you're like, man, this looks like the next best running
thing,
back.
yeah.
I'll just spend 100 on it. And this is where
It
Gmo.
never works out.
That's why I give a lot of props to Gmo. Is he's always patient and he just waits.
Man.
that guy though, don't ever try to trade with that guy.
Who, Gmo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he sends the worst trades. I mean, I have some of them like saved, so I can send them to my
Oh,
other friends,
damn, okay.
just to show them like this.
Okay.
You guys don't see that, or you guys
Oh,
don't feel
no,
that way?
I see it.
Yeah,
No, Gmo's hard to deal
Gmo
with.
will hit high on you,
yeah.
offering
Yeah.
low on from his side.
But great GM for sure. I mean,
Yeah,
he finishes
I'm
at the
saying he's
top.
always
He's
in there.
drafts
He's always in the
great.
mix.
Speaking of him saying great GM on Gmo, I have a ranking that I made for all the GMs.
You do.
I do. So I wanted to put that out on here. So,
see
but
the
it's
chair.
IMO, in my opinion.
Okay.
Don't blast
Of
me.
course, yeah.
It's just what I
This
think
league is
it is.
confused.
Someone's gonna
Yeah.
This
cry.
league is confused.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna cry.
And remember, you've only played 1 year.
Fair enough.
You see what I mean?
Fair enough.
It's hard
He's
to
earning his
judge
stripes,
on 1
bro. He's
year.
earning his
You'll be
stripes.
ahead of some, but not as much as you think.
Just as long as I'm ahead of Cayenne.
Kyan's ready too, man.
Yeah,
He-
I think this
he's-
is going to be his year. I really do. I think he's me giving him shit all year, no matter
Okay,
what.
but
Just,
you giving him shit all year, how is that going to change his approach?
I think he's probably studying a little bit more. I
don't
think
think
he's. Yeah,
do
you
you
don't think
think,
so?
Tom?
I don't think he's studying, dude.
No.
Kyan, he has to have a good draft, or
Yeah.
or he doesn't for him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know how to maneuver that during the season.
Yeah.
You know, if something's lacking here, go pick this up or move this on this guy. You can't do it.
Yeah.
I agree.
To
I
me,
agree
that's
with
what
that.
I've seen from him.
In season, so there's a ton of GMs, and I'll bring this up in the rankings because I'll give a little like rundown of why I think they're there. But some of the GMs that I have ranked high, they're not necessarily the best at drafting,
Uh-huh.
but they're so good at the in-season stuff.
Yeah,
And
that's
you're right,
That's
Cayenne,
right.
kind of like, it's like it is what it is, you know? This is what I got, and
Absolutely
doesn't
correct.
really try
For
to...
sure.
And
Like when Henry got hurt, right? No one knew how long Henry was out for, but I'm pretty sure he could have got something.
He could have got someone from the top.
but
top
that's
few
his
teams
best.
could've
That's
got.
his top guy. You got to
But
wait
he
out
was
on a
out
guy
for
like
8
that.
But
weeks.
yeah,
And his
he was
record
gone
wasn't
for a
good.
long time.
Yeah, but
you know?
still.
Not even entertaining an offer
Yeah.
or something. So
That's
those are the kinds of moves I'm talking about.
But that's why I like Chucky though, because if you need something,
Chucky's
you
a
need a
slinger,
piece.
bro.
I know, but if you need a piece, he's the guy that will trade with you.
He'll make it work.
He'll make it work
He'll
somehow,
make it
some
work.
way. You know, maybe 2-3 days go by, but he's
loves the
always
action,
willing.
bro.
He loves it. That's what.
He loves the action.
But that's
doesn't-
great. You need
Yeah.
GMs like that.
You need that in the league. 'Cause
Yeah.
You can't be stagnant. Everybody stagnant all up and down. It won't work.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Last week, our last episode, we had Chucky and Ari in here. As you guys already saw, and they talked about rivals.
Yeah.
They both said pretty much ZZ is their rival. But ZZ, when I asked you about them being the rival, you said it can't be a rival.
So, some people you ask who's their rival, they're
Yeah.
going to go based off of the shit talking and the threat.
Okay.
I'm not going based off that because I talk shit to everybody.
Yeah.
So then everybody's my rival. No, my rival's you.
You don't talk shit to Omar, I heard.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't say anything to me.
That's true. No,
So
for
here's the
sure.
thing, like back to the rival thing, but in a second. But Bob, right? Me and him were at each other's throats
All
from months before
bro.
the season started.
That's true.
I mean, it happened when
Before he entered the league.
the night he entered the chat.
Hey,
but
exactly.
he
I
said,
still owe this guy a slap. No,
yeah.
no, you know, not on camera. Not on camera.
he
After.
said that if he loses to me, he has nothing more to say. And so he never said anything.
man of his word.
And so I never said anything.
Man of
And
his
we
word.
haven't said anything since then.
And that's bothering people in the league. You know that.
yeah, because they want that entertainment. They got to give us entertainment
But
now.
you also got to remember that's when we play each other again, it's gonna change.
Oh, it starts over.
You know, it starts over. So, like-
But back to rival, Sal. You're my rival.
Okay.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
To me, a rival is like how many important matchups did you guys play and who's coming out on top.
Okay.
There was a time many years ago in the Shark League that we met in the playoffs and we had some crazy matches.
I remember.
We had a 72-71 match where my
Yeah.
guy fumbled.
Monday Night Football.
And I was in Cirque du Soleil
Yeah.
in Vegas.
I
There was
think-
another one where, remember when you had that guy Joe Webb?
Yeah, he was a slash
He was a slash,
running back, quarterback, or something like
and
that.
something happened with a snowstorm.
It caved in.
It caved
the roof
in.
caved in. The game got delayed. I had to put that guy.
You
on
put that
the
guy in your flex or something like
and
that,
It worked out as a
and
quarterback.
you
bro.
won.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you ended up winning the title that year. You probably
I
did.
don't remember.
But there's a lot of losses at the hands of you
Right.
that I feel like if
But
I would have
But
won.
lately, you've been having me.
And then
mad,
lately,
bro.
I've got you.
big time.
So I feel like those are the rivals is when they played great games against each other. We don't talk smack.
That's fine.
But that doesn't matter.
So you
It's about
have
how you
a long
feel.
history, you could say.
It's about how you feel when you see that person on the schedule.
That's fine. Okay, yeah, you look forward to that.
Yeah.
So Bob's been here 1 year. Mm-hmm. And who's your rival, you think?
I don't know. I mean, I don't. I have a different opinion.
You talk crap and shit to everybody.
To everybody,
no matter
yeah.
what.
But I have a different opinion. Like with him, he's like, "Oh, my rival's you, right?"
uh-huh.
But I'm like, no. To me, your rival's either CC because you guys are going back and forth all day long. Like that's. Let me ask you a question. Who would you rather lose to, Sal, or CC?
Okay.
Honestly.
Yeah. So honestly, if
'Cause
I
CC
lost to
brings up
Sal,
that- he
it wouldn't
brings up
bother
that-
me so much.
Exactly,
You're right.
right?
Yeah.
See,
yeah,
that's what
great.
I
CC
mean.
will remind you.
Yeah.
He'll show you that 60 point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Remember week 7 in
Yeah.
1944 when I beat you?
Well, for whatever reason, even though it will get under my skin,
Yeah.
because he does a good job of doing
Oh,
that.
he's good at it.
But it doesn't mean that much. I don't know how to explain it.
I'll tell you right now. I don't want to lose to CC. I don't want. There's certain guys in the league. I don't want to lose to
For
Omar.
me, it's E-Man.
Yeah. Oh, E-Man for sure.
Your rivals.
He's
man.
right there.
No, I don't want to lose to him.
You don't wanna lose to him.
Because he just talks, bro.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
if you win, he talks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got lucky, this, that. Oh, go voodoo dolls, kiss this or that. Like, bro.
He's
can I win
the
again?
worst.
He's the worst.
He's the
to me,
worst.
yeah.
Especially when I watched him at Buffalo Wild Wings. This guy's down by like 90 points. And he's
Celebrating,
acting.
whistling and yelling. I
Wait,
look
can
back.
you explain to the viewers what he was down on?
He was down in a championship game by like 90 points.
But what champ?
Are
In
you?
another league?
In
Oh,
another
somebody
league.
else.
No other.
Oh.
Still. And he's so
And he still
happy.
lost?
And he lost.
lost.
It wasn't even close. And I'm like, oh, what are you down? 5 points? He's like, 95 points. I'm like, why are you cheering? Like, I was down against him, and I'm like, man, I'm not cheering until my guys get closer, in the
Speaking of
score.
that, I have a question about that.
Okay.
So that day, I come into Buffalo Wild Wings. That was where our championship match was held, and everybody showed up, or almost everybody. And I look at Mike, and this guy has his phone out, and he has our match the whole time on his phone, which is fine. He was keeping track. So,
That's all the GM should
He was in
be.
his corner.
but towards the end of the match, after like in the middle of the 1 o'clock games, he goes and over sits at your table, and you guys are whispering, talking, you're saying stuff. What were you guys talking about?
Damn.
Were you guys
Game planning?
was he like telling
No,
saying if
probably-
you need this, you need that?
Yeah, it was like, oh, you're
prep
you know,
the
like,
game.
hey, you're still in this.
worry.
You're not that far. I mean, I didn't lose. I wasn't blown out.
No.
You know, I mean, I know there's been some
It was low
blowouts.
scoring in a way for a while.
It was very low scoring.
Yeah,
It was
You know,
close.
I got lucky on that in that match because I thought Jonathan Taylor,
Yeah.
which he had in the finals against the Raiders.
the Raiders.
I was like, man, this guy's gonna eat,
Like
Yeah.
Jamal Charles.
and that's what I was
And then, hey,
scared of.
Antonio Brown leaves the game.
my
Come
God.
on.
Yeah.
That guy, you know, he scores 20, 30 points sometimes.
Yeah, that's-
Leaves the game halfway
that was
through.
crazy.
Taylor doesn't play very well. I took out Russell Wilson and put Lance in. Russell throws finally all season long. This guy Russell Wilson hasn't done anything. I take him out and he throws.
Right?
He throws
Rockets, right?
four touchdowns and for 400 yards or something like that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So
Had you had those guys in, you would have won.
yeah. If I would have had everybody,
No, I mean you're
if I would have played
assuming
everybody
Antonio
right,
Brown.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think there was an optimal lineup that you could have put in to win.
I'm pretty sure there was.
Maybe there was. I
We'll
mean,
check
you
it.
lost by about
We'll check
20,
it.
so maybe
Yeah.
we'll check it. We'll get back.
But
to you.
it's all right. You got lucky. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You won.
That's it.
But are you going to ask us? I think when you Arian and Cece were on the show,
Yeah.
you asked them like, who's the better GM, right? And then Arian said, "Oh, I'm the better
Yeah,
GM."
he said, I
and then
am better than that.
Yeah.
The last
Oh,
3
that's in my
years,
rankings, by the way.
yeah,
That's in the last 3 years, and that got Chucky. Chucky was kind of quiet. His eyes moved back and forth, like, hold on here. Is this guy being real? Should I be nice on the microphone? Let me get into this. And then I didn't know what it shocked me.
yeah,
You know, Cece's been to a championship.
yep.
Cece's been making moves up ahead, but then he said, "I'm better than him." I'm like,
So
okay.
that's why I'm better than ZZ too. If Arian's better than
Okay,
CC,
there you
I'm
go.
better than ZZ. I mean, that's how I look at it.
Totally understand.
But I do think it's funny because Arian hasn't even made it out of the first round, right?
That's absolutely true.
But Bob, you got to
That's
understand
tough.
one other thing. He's been in the league 3 years, and he's made the playoffs all 3 years.
Yeah, that's solid.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Kine
Yeah.
hasn't made the playoffs since 2009.
Oh, ouch. And then we got Mosey. What's his name? He's coming in the league, right?
Yeah,
Mosey.
Mosey's coming back.
He's won a championship in like
The
what?
first year.
1985.
Oh yeah, it was way back. The first one that we had.
Yeah.
You know, it was 10 team.
It was a 10 team, and 5 of the people I didn't know then, and I still don't know now.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know who they are.
Yeah, we
He's
don't
the
know.
rookie, and he ain't gonna live up to
Yeah,
the standard. I'm
he's-
telling
yeah,
you that right now.
exactly.
He already said that he doesn't want to come in the thread,
Yeah, he
No, I
shouldn't.
talked to him. He said, you know what, because of.
but he did say that though.
He said that, and I checked him.
Yeah, I know.
I said, you can't be involved in our league if you don't come in here. You don't have to answer everything. You just have to be here and take it.
Yeah, just be like E-Man.
Just like, you know.
Come
yeah,
in when you're
take it.
winning, talk
Emails
some
I come
shit,
back to.
and then when the season's over, leave.
Yeah, emails
you know?
coming back
What about
to.
in season? He leaves too sometimes.
Yeah, that guy is.
So
He's soft. He's come on.
you know our
mentally
league
he's
now.
soft.
You know our members
Yeah.
and everybody. Who needs to show out and improve though this year?
Omar,
Damn.
Omar? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Omar too.
Okay.
because he's on the cusp. He could either be he does great this year. Then
Yeah.
you're like, oh, he's a good GM. He doesn't. You're like, hey man, you're right there with Cayenne. Like,
So Omar has all the knowledge for football.
Of course.
I mean, he
knows.
broke down. Who did he pick in the Super Bowl that nobody else
He
picked?
wrote,
Yeah, yeah.
He, wrote
He
a
picked the
whole
Chiefs.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, the Bucks the year against the Chiefs,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And he wrote an essay of why,
Yeah.
and that came out to be true, and we all lost money.
Yeah.
I
So
do
he
think
has the knowledge, the football knowledge. He has to put the piece of the puzzle together for fantasy purposes,
And he
get
said this
part
year
of it.
that he's not messing around no more. He's all in. He's gonna go hard. In
Well, I
it.
mean, I think
like
we're all
Mike.
in on
We're all
it.
everybody's in on it.
Well,
Like
Mike,
Mike.
yeah.
Mike's coming for blood, right?
Mike, yeah.
Well, he's
Mike-
gonna need like 7 cell phones because he's gonna break 6 of them.
Mike.
But Omar's a good GM. I know he's a good
Omar's a
GM,
good
but he
GM.
needs
He's
to
good.
win
He's
this
a
year,
winner.
right?
He's won before.
He needs to win,
solid.
and not only because he hasn't won in a while, but because everybody's on his case.
Yeah.
I mean, we have Aaron on his case, who's not even in the league.
Exactly. Yeah.
So he has to at
Yeah.
least prove to the doubters that look, I'm still here and I'm one of the top
Yeah,
GMs.
so you both say Omar needs to improve this
I think
year.
Omar.
Yeah. And I will say, we haven't really talked about Moose too much. That little.
So what are your thoughts on Moose and his managing and his skills?
I think he needs to stop looking at Twitter and trying to figure out who the next stud RB3 is. That's going to be an RB1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Moose is good, but he's always on top
Moose
of.
has knowledge too.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's too much knowledge that you don't need.
Yeah.
So Moose has knowledge, but he gets his knowledge from a lot of different sources.
Which
And
throws
we
him
all
off.
know, like, you could read one article that says this person is a sleeper and this person's going to go off. But then the other article will contradict that, and say this
Yeah,
person's a
yeah.
bust.
Sermon, perfect example. All I heard was positive things about him, right?
Yeah.
All these tweets they're sending, Sermon this and Sermon that, and then he went out there and played and he sucked, right?
Yeah.
Poor Cayenne. But, you know, it happens. But I think when you're on Twitter and you're reading the camp newses and you're hearing all this stuff about all these guys, it could, you know, mess things up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just got to look at the cold, hard numbers, see what they've done, if you have any kind of thing to go off. That's one of the reasons why I was bothering Bob even last year with rookies, is because there's no track record. Their track record's college.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how that plays.
That's what happened with Mike too the year before. Remember all those running backs he had? They were cool.
They ended up coming through for him.
They came through for him, but
look, he's saying that rookie this and rookie that, but Tony won me a game against Chucky, right?
there is Tony.
Elijah Moore was solid. He's hurt. He's a smaller guy, but he was great for me. He's
But
putting
you
up
didn't
20,
draft
30
those
points.
guys.
Yeah, but I picked him up. You were like, why are you taking all these rookies? Why are you picking up rookies?
I was talking about
Okay,
rookies.
Javonte
about
Williams.
drafted.
I've had him.
That
He's
guy was
great.
a stud.
And now where is he going to go this year? In the top 10?
How much money?
70, 30
There's no
right
top
now.
10. How much money are you going to put on him?
70%, 30% with him.
He's
and
going to be like
Fields, it
$35,
splits.
$40.
Who's the 30? Melvin Gordon?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's
Split.
35, 40.
He's a stud.
He's a stud. But see, you guys didn't think that when I drafted him last year.
You got Russell Wilson there behind him, which is big, bro.
But Bob, you can't just draft 4 rookies in the draft.
Why? I did, and I made it all the way to the
You
championship. league.
traded those guys.
No, but I stayed with Tony. I stayed with Elijah Moore. I stayed with Javonte
I don't think you
Williams.
drafted Tony.
Huh?
I don't think you drafted Tony.
Okay, I didn't draft. No, I picked him up. But
Exactly.
still,
When you pick up a rookie because the matchup's good or he's shown out one game, that's different than to put your money on the line in the draft for those.
listen, we all can't draft Debo and Andrews, bro. Sometimes you got to draft some of
Not
these
that many
rookies.
rookies out there even to draft that you would put on your team.
Yeah, there's some good ones. There's
No, some, but you can't. One or two, I think, dude.
Some people fall in love with the unknown, and that's what rookies are.
Ugh.
They look at their college and they think that that's going to play.
there's about 3 to 5 good rookies
That's
this
what I
year.
did with Chase last year, dude.
Yeah.
I can't do for you.
I
Look.
Exactly. But then, honestly, like you said, his hands were. I was like, damn, this guy. What if this guy's one of those? He looked tiny. He looked small, like 100 and something pounds. I'm like, bro. And it's the Bengals. They suck ass, bro. But then he came through.
Yeah.
And this year, he's like a, what, top 5 automatic?
Top
receiver?
3.
Top 3, maybe, dude.
How much,
You
Bob?
know? He's going to go for Locke because Chucky likes him.
$50?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
already.
no,
when
he's-
Chucky talks, he's already expensive.
Yeah, he's going to go for a little
And
bit.
he's-
So I think
45,
this
50,
year a
yeah.
lot of GMs are not going to really shell out too much money on guys.
As they shouldn't, I think. I think Mike showed you that last year with
But
taking
that
a guy like
presents an opportunity-
CMC.
That presents an opportunity.
Yeah,
too.
but when you take a top guy, top caliber guy like a CMC, right? Or a Cooper Cup, the problem is if they don't perform at that level, you're done. You're almost basically
And then What
done.
are you going to put it out on that thing? Come
Yeah.
on, dude.
And then you're going to start
it
having
happens,
to field.
you could recover from
Yes.
it. So a year before, not this last year that you came in, but the year before that, I drafted Imagine Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas.
$75.
It's a lot.
The guy had 1 touchdown all year, and that was in the first game of the playoffs.
There you go.
That's-
It's
yeah.
a perfect
But
example.
I still made the playoffs that year despite spending 75 on
right,
him.
But listen, this guy.
But I know what he's saying though.
But then look, if you look at your team last year, you didn't really draft any superstars. You had
No.
Mixon, you had Eckler, $40, $50 guys, right?
Yeah, 40,
You didn't go out
43,
and spend
44.
70, 75, right? Whatever
Yeah,
these
no,
guys
some-
are.
Some people spend heck of money on 4 players. You know,
Yeah.
majority of their budget.
And
That's
if
what
one
Mike
of those
did.
guys doesn't hit,
Yeah, you're stuck.
You're
You have to wait
stuck,
till
you're
the end
done.
When it's like $1 or $2 players.
Yeah.
So
Not
Mike
much.
took Devontae Adams, CMC, and Josh Allen, and
who are two,
give or
3
take,
top dogs.
we're
Yeah.
looking at
Everyone's lined
about
up.
$150 right there.
Yeah,
out of
easily,
200.
of course.
and then
Right.
you don't really
And
get.
that hurt him.
Yeah. Because he lost them.
Yeah, because he lost CMC.
Yeah, it's a huge part of the team.
We're like, let's say, for example, with your team, if you would have lost Mixon or Eckler, you would have been all right because you spread the money around. You had other guys. You had Johnson on. Who is it? Deontay Johnson on your bench. So you could have slided a guy in like that. So when you have money and you could spread it around a little bit more. In my opinion, I just think that's a better
Well,
way
let
of
me
going.
explain to you something about the panic thing that also comes into play. And a lot of people, I mean, Gmo needs to get credit for not panicking because I started last year 0-2.
Yeah.
At 0-2, a lot of people would have traded 2-3 guys.
Yeah.
I didn't trade anybody because I knew that these guys are putting up
Well, it
points.
depends how you lose. If
I
you
know.
lose by 5
some
or
people
6
will do
points,
it.
you won't do it, dude.
Chucky's down to trade even if he is about to lose.
But he's
Down
also
to trade
gonna.
during the draft.
but-
After he drafts, he's
But,
down to
Yeah,
trade.
he
but
said
Chucky's down to trade even if he's 10-0. Like he doesn't
Yeah, he
care,
likes
right?
the movement.
He likes the
I
movement.
mean, we've never seen him 10-0.
But I'm saying, like, he will, dude. He will trade
He's
no
due.
matter what.
No, huh?
He's due. He's
So
due,
he's
bro.
due,
He's
but-
won 2 finals, bro.
So I don't think.
Yeah, but one of them was like 15 years ago. He didn't even know if that was really his
I didn't
team.
even know if he was.
We still don't really know if that was. No, it's probably his team, but we don't know for sure.
Yeah.
But no, he's a good GM. The good thing about David, or I call him David because that's one of his given names. But the good thing about Chucky is, if his team doesn't look good or he's not doing well, you know damn well the next time you play him or in 5 weeks down the road,
Yeah, it's gonna be
his
totally
team's going to be
different.
completely different.
For
And
sure.
he's going to change it up.
He's down for the face.
And he did that last year too.
Yeah.
I mean, he was one of those fringe teams, and he made it to the playoffs. He made trades. And Bob, I mean, if you play that week against you 9 out of 10 times, the fact that you scored 70-something points, right?
Yeah.
His team doesn't score 7 less than you
But if I played
99
him,
out of 100 times.
true. But if I played him 10 times with the team I had versus the team
Yeah,
he had,
yeah.
I would beat him more times than he would.
I'm
beat
saying,
me.
like, granted, you score 70-something points.
Yeah.
I'm saying in that situation,
Yeah.
his team will always score more than what he
But
scored.
before that, I was dropping 130,
No, I know.
140,
Yeah,
150.
he did, yeah.
Everybody was
Sal,
scared of my
remember
team.
last
Come
year,
on.
his team was hot coming
Yeah.
into the playoffs.
I had mine.
Of course,
And
yeah,
everybody,
steamroll,
even
dude.
before the playoffs started, it was like a foregone conclusion that me and him were going to meet in the finals.
Yeah, I think everybody
Yeah.
kind of knew.
Everybody
True,
knew,
yeah.
and I was tripping too. I was like, man, this guy has Jonathan Taylor. This guy has AB. Who else?
Javante Williams,
I was like,
Lockett.
oh, this guy
I had a lot of
can
big
He-
playing
he had
guys.
some big play guys. dude.
And wasn't Taylor? Didn't he have like a couple 150-point game,
Bro,
40-point
yeah.
game, right?
Yeah, bro, that was against me. He went off that game.
What about the
dude.
game against Chucky though? That was the best. Me and Chucky were close, and then all of a sudden he's playing the Patriots. Remember that? And he's running, and
yeah,
hasn't
yeah.
done anything all
Before the
game.
half or something like that.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter was the last
Yes.
drive. This guy takes off for like 80.
man.
He's
Those
on the
are
phone with
killers,
Mike. He's on the phone with Mike, and Mike's like, "Hello, hello, hello," right? And he's like, "What happened? What happened?" He's like, "Taylor's gone." He
I
drops
was on
up.
the phone with Mike,
It was Mike and Chucky.
Chucky.
They were talking,
and it was your match against Chucky.
Yes, and Taylor.
Okay, so my question now is, and Sal probably knows, who was Mike rooting for in that matchup?
Oof. Probably I would say Chucky, his brother. He's got to. Yeah.
ZZ, you're enemy number one for the
Yeah.
Onion Brothers, bro.
No, I'm saying in that streak because Chucky
Oh, he's-
said that Mike wants me to lose more than anybody else,
Chucky
or
said that.
something along those lines.
Everybody wants you to lose
I mean,
more than
E-Man-
everybody else.
E-Man will pay
No,
money.
Mike wants Chucky to lose.
Michael,
Oh.
no, hell no.
No.
I'm not buying that.
You're
Well, that's what
tripping.
Chucky
Mike's,
said.
No chance.
Mike
know,
will
Chucky,
always
if I'm
have
wrong, you
Chucky's
can let me
back.
know.
Mike's a
Text
very
me.
loyal person. He'll take his brother's back before everybody
Of course,
else.
dude.
That's it. That's
He
just how
wants
Mike
He
is.
wants this guy to rot.
Yeah.
He wants you to.
They're not
lose,
fighting
bro.
in the streets. It's fantasy.
No,
I
no.
know, but even in fantasy,
But
wants
does he
you to
want
lose.
does he want the little Amin brother to get a title?
Yeah, hell yeah, over you.
Over you?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
over me, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm saying over somebody else.
No, because little
Probably
brother,
not.
you know, when we talks about
When are we doing the GM rankings?
go ahead. Let's
Say
do
it
them
right
right
now,
now.
I
Come
wanna
on.
hear it.
I want
I
to
put
hear
it, I
it.
put it on my phone notes today.
Go ahead, yeah, and this is nothing scripted.
Okay,
here.
so I'm not gonna rank
No
myself.
sugarcoating and all that.
That's
Go ahead.
douchebag status. So I'm just gonna go with the other 11.
You're not gonna rank yourself. You're number one. Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
so-
you know that's what it is. It's okay.
Kyan, I have at number 11.
Okay.
And obviously because
Damn.
he hasn't made playoffs since 2009.
Okay.
I mean, he hasn't even been relevant. So he has to show. In baseball, he's doing good. He's doing
excellent.
great.
Great.
But in
We're not
football,
talking about baseball though, G. So
yeah, I
we're
know.
in football, okay?
And he's gonna say that I've only played 7 seasons.
No.
It's not,
No,
it doesn't matter. It's
He's
2009.
Okay.
He's
Next, I
unanimously
have
last.
Mosey at number 10.
Yeah.
And I have Mosey there because he won the first year, but like I said, 5 of the guys I didn't know then. I don't know now.
Years,
That was
wow.
my first year playing.
Yeah.
And he hasn't played in like 3-4 years. And then
Okay.
next I have Omar Hellman.
Okay.
We said it ourselves that he needs to prove himself this year, especially
Okay.
with all the shit people are talking to him.
Right.
So, and he's won a title, but that year he had Jimmy Graham and Rob Gronkowski, and they both went off.
Okay.
So, but since then, he's made some noise, but more seasons he hasn't. After that, I have you, Bob. Look, hold on a second. This is a disclaimer
What
on
number is
this.
this? 5?
This is number, I don't know, but it's
Okay,
fourth to
Okay.
last.
All right.
Now, if Bob puts up the kind of season he put last year, he could easily be like number 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But because it's only 1 year, I don't want to
Small
judge.
sample size,
I don't
you
want to put him ahead of
Fair
other
enough.
guys.
But if I do win it this year, which I
It's not
probably
even about
will,
winning it.
There
Even
you
if
go.
then
you
now
make
all of a
that-
sudden ZZ better start looking over his shoulder because.
No, even if you make playoffs, you're ahead of a lot of guys.
But if
because
I
it
win
was
a
1 year.
championship,
Oh,
which
if
I
you win it, yeah,
honestly
of
think
course.
I'm going to, I think you're going to be
like
looking
that.
in the rearview mirror.
like
I'm
that.
just being real.
I was looking in the rearview mirror last year.
Okay.
Saw Buff Bison. And then after Bob, I have E-Man.
Okay.
E-Man won a title. He went 14-1, but recently he hasn't really done. I mean, do you guys remember him doing anything? Do you remember Sal?
I don't. I remember saying, "Watch me win. I could lose this. I
Okay.
could lose that." Didn't make it.
after E-Man, so this is the debate right here.
Okay.
Arian and Chucky, right? Who's better between these two guys?
Okay.
They both came 3 years ago. Chucky was here like 10
Chucky's
years ago,
better.
but
That's fine.
that was when he was 15 years old.
So who do you have, bro?
I have Arian next after E-Man.
Okay.
And the reason why I have Arian, even though he made 3 playoffs in 3 years,
He's consistent.
is because he doesn't have that killer instinct. He doesn't make that move to put him over the top. He'll take
He's
like
here for the participation trophy.
yeah, he'll be happy.
At least I
for
made it.
Yeah. He
Exactly.
made it.
He made it.
I'm not gonna say there.
You know?
After that, I have Chucky, because Chucky, like I said, if it's not going well for him, you know damn well 5 weeks down the line, it's gonna be a whole different team. He's gonna do whatever it takes. He'll show up to your house, but he'll make deals to make his team better.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, now we go to the top 4. I have Moose after that.
Man.
I know you guys won't agree with me on
No,
this.
I have no problem with that. I mean,
But Moose lost in the finals to Mike. He lost in the finals to E-Man. He had a bye last year. He's always in the mix.
he's in the mix. That's
He's
true.
always in the mix.
That's
He's
true.
a good GM. He gets confused sometimes. He doesn't know when to trade somebody. He doesn't know when to, he doesn't
Fold
know
him.
when to do certain things, fold him style. Yeah.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, he's really good.
Yeah.
And then after that, I have Mike. I have Mike at 3.
Yeah.
He's won a title. He's been in the playoffs, and even last year, he had injuries, but he was 1 game away from making the playoffs.
And his
he
team was
changed his
scary.
He was 1 catch away from winning the championship. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have
Antonio
Mike.
Brown.
But that team was scary too. If it would have got into the playoffs, it would have done some damage.
So now I have 2 spots left. I have Sal at 2.
Okay.
Sal, 2-time champion, and he's with Gmo, one of the best in-week in-season.
This is again your thing. I could tell you that I myself am disappointed in the last 5-6 years, bro. It's been
You
a
should be
while, dude.
disappointed.
Because I have the pieces, dude.
I know.
I can't get over that hump, man.
It's the same hump that I had the first 3-4 years.
It's
You
just
have
my-
the team to win it all, but
I had
something
Cooks,
happens
Aaron
along the way.
Rodgers. I had great receivers. I had AJ
Chase.
Brown. I had Chase. Come on, dude.
Yeah. You had a
The
scary
week
team.
that I need them to win, get me
Yeah,
in,
you had
they-
scary
The
team.
following week, motherfuckers go off.
Yeah, you had a scary team for sure.
But yeah, I okay. So who do you have after?
Yes,
Gmo.
I have Gmo at 1,
Okay.
and I have Gmo at 1, and he's not even necessarily a great drafter. Sometimes he makes,
His in-week managing is what you
but
like.
he just finds a way, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's always.
Yeah.
He won the title 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
He's been in championship matches.
When you think he's out, he comes up.
He has like some weirdo on the bench that's a running back, and then that weirdo on week 16 is going off. Last year, was it Rashad Penny? I don't know who had Rashad Penny.
Yeah.
Maybe he did. But he always finds a way to get it done. He's always relevant.
He sticks with his players too. You know, like
Yeah.
Kelsey. He could have traded him a long time, but he kept him.
He's also not afraid
Yeah.
to make a blockbuster deal. He got
Yeah.
CMC from
I don't know
Omar.
about that one. I don't
It
think that
depends
guy.
on what he has to come up.
Yeah,
He has to come up in his opinion.
he's got a shaft.
He's got to, he's got to like balls in my court kind of a thing.
Yeah.
That's his theory from way back.
So then why are people letting him shaft him? There's
I don't think he
I
didn't
haven't
make it. Did
traded
he
with
make
him.
trade? I didn't make any trades with him. I made a
I
trade with
remember.
every GM in the league,
Yeah.
I believe,
Yeah.
besides him.
Wait, even 2 years ago, the year before you leave, but you heard about this trade because I have you on video on this.
Oh yeah,
You were like, "Hey, Mike, how's that CMC trade working out for you?"
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
that CMC trade was with Gmo, and Gmo got back a lot of guys in that trade. He got Antonio Gibson, and I forgot who else, but he got a bunch of players out of that trade.
Yeah.
So he'll make deals.
Okay.
I don't know if you
No,
got to
that's
catch him
fine.
at the right time. I don't know what it is.
You
depends
know,
on where you
Zizi's
st-
defending his boyfriend. It's okay though.
That's
We'll let
okay.
him.
This is his opinion.
Let him.
That's
Where,
all
what,
good.
where would you put Gmo if you had a ranking?
No, I would put him. Yeah,
he's up
right there. He's number.
He's in the mix. He said in the beginning.
No,
He's
yeah, I
always
put
in
him
the
too.
mix.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So that's what I'm saying. So he's always in the mix, and it's hard to. Everybody's good, to be honest
Of
with
course.
you.
Yeah.
It's-
Everybody's
yeah, I
good.
agree.
So
It's,
it's really
tough
hard
at the
to do
top.
it.
Moose is solid.
Everybody
Arian's
has a different
solid.
personality, different
Chucky's
style.
Like I
solid.
said,
style.
Bob, I'm only going off 1 year, so it wouldn't be fair to put him ahead
No,
of
I
Arian
agree.
or Davis.
That's fair enough.
Last
I'm
year,
cool with
he
it.
was better than those guys.
Yeah, and
But-
this year
yeah.
I will be better than those
Yeah,
let's
guys.
see what
he's
happens.
calling it already.
I'm telling you.
Okay, good.
I just know.
Good,
I
man.
could just tell.
So you got your rankings for us. Thank you. Appreciate that. You know, and that's your opinion, which is fine.
I'll
Everybody
say I was in the
everybody
final.
has their own, which is great. Some agree, some won't agree.
Yeah, it's in my opinion.
That's fine.
Everybody else,
But I
you
think
know?
I think it's pretty close.
I
I, mean,
thought it
it's
was
you
good.
could get
I
switch a
like
couple
it.
guys maybe
That's
here or
fine,
there,
no
but
worries,
very
you know?
very respectable.
You're high on Chucky, right?
Yeah,
As a GM,
yeah, absolutely.
where would you put him? Just out of.
Well, I think you. I think who'd you have ahead of Moose?
I have
think
Musa
that's
ahead.
where I would probably just switch those two. That's
Okay.
it. That's maybe
that,
my.
that
that's
could be
cool.
that could be a
That's
case.
that's
for that.
maybe the only one.
And I'll tell you why. Maybe why you feel that way, because you've only been in here for 1 year, so you haven't seen Moose's.
Yeah, true.
He lost to E-Man in the finals.
Yeah.
To Mike in the finals.
Yeah.
You know, and
But
he
then
won
Chucky's
a finals.
he's won a finals. Okay,
He's
but
won a finals.
Chucky's also been to the finals twice, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
But
With-
yeah.
and
Yeah,
I know
one of
how
them
Chucky
was
is with football. Like he does a lot of the betting stuff, right?
Yeah.
He knows football.
He
and he
he
likes to
definitely
trade.
does.
He's
He does, yeah.
active.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the only thing. That's the only reason I say he's right there. But you're not wrong by saying Moose or Chucky. Those are flip flop. This year maybe you'll be able to see a little bit more.
like that.
Yeah, it always
Who's the
changes.
guy,
Yeah,
right?
I like
it's
that.
always
This gives him motivation. I'm telling you, these guys are pumped and juiced about this.
Kai needs to be motivated.
Kyan's motivated. He's
I'm telling you, this
I'm
is
telling
his
you,
year.
That baseball's gonna rub off and stuff. I'm telling you, he's doing good. He has actually he says bosses over his head, and some websites are closed at his work, so maybe he's got to.
Oh, speaking of Kai, he's calling me as we speak.
Oh yeah, because there's a trade deadline going on in baseball. You have time right now. Don't
Oh, so
worry.
anyways, there's a trade deadline in the Shark League baseball.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
And me and the commissioner Sal, we just pulled off a block.
Just tell him you took NyQuil, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, we have guys in the league that take NyQuil right before midnight, bro.
Is that Omar Hellman?
That's
Yeah.
Omar Hellman. That's
yeah,
right.
I sent him a good trade today. You rejected it.
Yeah. So that ranking's there. So what is your message to the league about Bobby and his team that's coming soon this year?
I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. I think everyone's like, oh, it's a fluke. But
Yeah.
when I look at it, if you really break it down, he's like, oh man, this guy didn't draft a good team, but look at how many good trades he made. Look at the pickups that I had, right?
Great trades.
Great trades.
Great
And it's like everyone's
And
like,
Bob's
oh,
been watching game tape of young guys playing. Like he watched stuff I didn't know about. Like, oh, this guy in college, this is that. Boom, they've translated to NFL and stuff. That's huge.
I think I think I know the players. I think I know who's good. Now the things you can't control are injuries. Like
Yeah, of
I had
course.
Moser go down. Now
Yeah.
is he CMC? No, but he could have helped me a little bit.
Okay.
I had guys like Ayuk who didn't. I thought I was very high on his talent, and he didn't play good at all in the beginning.
And to be honest with you, you could have been what Debo did.
Yeah,
exactly.
He easily could have
exactly. And he could step up this year.
this
I
year
mean,
too.
he
Yeah,
love, dude.
yeah. We'll see how good Lance is. How much do you think he's gonna go for?
Man, I don't know.
I'm telling you.
That's the great
I still
unknown.
don't trust him.
He's gonna. I don't either.
'Cause
But maybe
there's no sample of him. The 1-2 games that he
Okay,
played.
but what don't you trust them for to win you a football game or to get you fantasy?
that's the thing. He's a good fantasy quarterback. I'm telling
Really?
you. Right now. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he could run.
He's gonna run the ball in. Last year,
This
even
guy's
listen,
pumping value right
hey,
now.
no, I'm just being
$25
honest. Last year, I had him on my team.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
started him in the finals. So I gotta
Maybe
be
I'm
kinda
looking at
high
him
on
as
the
a
guy.
football NFL wise.
No, he might not be that good NFL wise.
Yeah.
So what's your max on him? What are you going up to?
Whatever you go, a little bit more than you. That's what I'm telling you right now. You're not
A
gonna.
lot of people are going to do that.
Yeah.
They're going to watch what you're bidding on.
I know
you
you
know.
like him. I know you. This is what I mean.
You really would
It's
bank
like
on
poker.
him?
I can read
Honestly,
Would I bid on him?
Would you bank on him for being on your team to help you win, you think?
Listen, this is poker, right? Right now,
I
I'm
can't,
gonna tell you,
dude.
you like Lance. Be honest, you like Lance,
I like Lance, but
Exactly.
he doesn't have to be on my team.
but you like him and you want him.
So this is another thing about the draft is some people they look at certain players and they'll do whatever it takes to get them.
Yeah, I
Like
don't-
price won't be anything. Like they'll just go to whatever lengths to get that player.
Mike does that.
It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it, but
Let him,
yeah, it's fine.
you know?
But there comes a time where like you gotta
bite
pull
you in
the
the ass,
plug.
Yeah, you gotta have a
too.
plan B.
And you have to have a
C.
plan B.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but Lance is going to be good, especially in fantasy football.
So, okay, who, in every league, this league, who is your player you're targeting that you really want to have? I mean, you could say it. They're still going to bid on no matter who it is. You know that. It's an auction, so
but here's the
who
thing.
do you have to have on your
But,
team?
you know,
who do you have to have on
I'm
your
gonna
team?
tell you right now.
Okay.
You asked this to Chucky, right? And he
Yeah.
says Chase.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm already like, I'm bidding that motherfucker.
Of course,
I was
you-
gonna bid him,
I
I was
am-
gonna bid him up
he
before, but
is-
now that he said that,
Devontae Adams
Right.
style. Everybody's going to do
Right.
it until whoever hits it
but
at
now
the
like,
right price.
by him saying that and giving that little bit of intel,
It's not much of a. It's
two or
not.
three,
It's not
you
intel.
know?
Everybody wants Chase. Bro.
I can't answer that question either.
Yes, you can.
I can't answer that question.
I'll tell you.
But you know what? To be honest with you, there really isn't. I want my whole team from last year back.
Yeah, I do.
You wish it was a
Is
keeper
there
league.
any-
I want the same team back.
I
too.
want
Give me
that team.
Javonte
I'm down.
Williams,
I'm down. We'll go
give me
back.
Jonathan Taylor
Oh, I
back.
thought you meant you want my team.
No, I want my team.
Oh, you want your own
I
team?
want my team. I like Javonte's gonna be
Is
better
AB
this year.
gonna play?
He's gonna be
Hey, so
better.
what's up with
AB's
AB?
Nah, he's
Oh,
done,
he's
bro.
done.
He's done, dude.
Okay.
That guy.
Yeah.
And then this guy Watson. What do you think about him? He's
Hey, the look on your face when AB's walking off the field.
I know. He
Priceless.
he laughed. He didn't know what to do. It was like, is this really happening?
No, because
This guy
before
took
that,
his shirt off and doing jumping
no,
jacks.
you know that was a. I think they played that after he did it, But before that, we were like, there was some formations and they were on offense, and we're like, where's AB? There's
Oh
no
yeah,
AB,
yeah. He's on the
right?
sidelines.
Is he hurt? Where's he at?
I know. I thought he was hurt, bro.
When he was going off, Bob,
Wow.
his mask, because he thought he had COVID.
Yeah,
So his
it is.
mask was off now. It was
Poor
one
guy.
string on one ear.
It came off at the end.
At
dude.
the end,
Like,
the whole
it was
mask came off.
just- zipper came down. He's getting hot in here. What's going on, dude?
Guys I like though, I like Kyle Murray. Like you're saying, who guys
Yeah.
that you would have.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I like Kyle.
yeah.
The whole studying thing. I
Right.
think he's gonna take that
Yeah.
to heart. I like him a lot. He can rush.
I
He
like
can
Kyle
throw.
That's the
Right.
kind of guy you want on your team that's going to give you fantasy points, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have somebody that you can mention to us.
I really like Eckler.
Okay.
Of course you do.
I really
Okay.
like that's the one.
But if
guy-
you
running
get,
back they have
but
there
if you
is-
get
is stepping
Eckler,
up too.
you better watch out because Spiller's right there behind him, and if you
Who's
get Eckler,
Spiller?
Spiller's his backup, who's a stud.
CJ Spiller?
No, there's
see,
another one,
come
too.
on.
I don't know who the
There's
back-
two guys
I
there,
promise
actually.
Really?
you, go look up Spiller, and he knows it. He's
No,
playing
I
stupid.
swear on
This guy
anything-
doesn't look until like
Really?
the last
I
week of it.
don't
bro, I'm
know
telling
who
you.
the hell Spiller is.
Okay, I'm telling you, if you get Eckler, you better get Spiller.
Wait,
That's
I don't
the
want the
thing.
viewers to think that we don't know anything. It's just that we crammed this in like a week.
He
Yeah.
won't get Eckler. He won't. The league won't let him have
Okay,
it. I'm
but
telling
even
you.
if
Yeah, I
he
won't
does,
get
but if
Eckler.
you get
Yeah.
Eckler, it's like it's a must to get Spiller because
Yeah,
he's
I
that
mean,
good,
But
right?
Sal, Eckler and you've had him a lot.
He's everything.
He's
Yeah.
just so good. He skips out on a lot of plays too.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, he's there for a 20-yard catch.
So you need that pass catching
For a
running back,
5-yard
bro.
rushing into the end
As
zone.
small as he is, as tough as he is, bro.
There's
He's
some
just
guys
so
in the league
good.
that are like that this
Yeah.
year that could really boom. Like guys like
But he's also
I
injury
don't want to
prone.
say, but
Yeah.
but here's another guy, Saquon Barkley. He's a guy that
I don't want that.
I
don't
know
want
you
him in
guys
it.
don't.
You can have him, bro.
But for the value,
I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
hope for him. Oh
For
yeah,
value, I'll take him.
$22. I'm down, bro.
yeah. But you know, guys like
52?
him.
Nah, I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
There's a lot of guys that are like Aaron Jones, an example of a guy, right? You know,
Yeah.
like Devontae Adams there, right? He's got Dylan in the wings.
Yeah.
That's a guy that could. You don't know which way he's gonna go,
It's-
right?
Yeah, that's a guy that you usually goes for like $50.
Yeah.
And if he's gonna go for $50, you
No one's
might
gonna take
want
him.
to go somewhere
This year he's
else.
gonna go like probably 35, 40, but a guy like him could be pretty good just because you
At
don't
that
know.
price.
You don't know. He's at that
Yeah,
price.
exactly. And,
So-
and are they going to lean on the run game more
Yeah,
because
'cause Adams
Devontae's
isn't there.
gone? You know,
Yeah.
That's good.
They
Good
might
stuff.
lean on
Good
it.
stuff.
Yeah. So I like
So
him
you guys
a little
are
bit. but-
you guys are primed and ready to go. You can't wait, huh?
Oh, I
Can't
could
wait,
draft
yeah.
right now. I'm not.
Ooh,
and
man.
I'll
Oh,
tell
I
you.
can't. I don't even know who Spiller is.
Yeah, that's bad. I mean,
He's
especially
gonna
because
go Google tonight's Spiller.
no, but if
He's
you
a
like
rookie?
Eckler, he's a rookie. But if
Yeah,
you like
yeah.
Eckler, it's like a must,
It's
right?
a handcuff of him. You
Like-
have to have because Eckler has some injuries here and there.
So
you
is
always
Justin
say,
Jackson not there anymore?
No, I mean he is,
I
but
don't
he's
know.
Spiller's
There's
a
another
stud.
one.
I'm telling you,
There's
go
a
see.
couple dudes, bro. So
Hey.
yeah.
Oh, and Sal, for the viewers, I just wanted to thank you again and show you the ring.
Oh yeah,
that
the
you
ring.
got for us.
I'll get a zoom on that.
Go ahead and
The
zoom in
belt.
on that.
I'm
right
shocked
there.
it's.
I don't know
it
how much
fits.
you spent out of your own pocket for this because
I'm
I know
shocked
it
it
didn't come out
fits.
of the league fee.
Hey, let me see how that thing fits on there.
Here, you want to wear it? bro?
Ooh, look at
Oh,
that,
can't even
man.
get it
That
off,
thing is
bro.
blinging
No,
right
but
thing's
now.
on there for life.
it's on my middle finger, not on my
Okay.
finger.
And it has
All
the belt
right.
behind
Oh,
him
we
right
got the
there.
belt here.
The belt
What's
there.
that over there?
I also
Sal?
have a trophy here with everyone's name is going to be on there. All the winners of every year are going to be plated. It's going to come out next week. We're going to have
Okay.
that.
And then how does that get distributed?
It doesn't, motherfucker. It just stays here with me, okay?
Stays here.
What else
'Cause
do
that
you
was
want?
motivation.
You want pants on my clothes, bro? You're good, bro. Calm down. You have good. This is going to be recognition for the whole season.
that's
Everyone's
really
name is
nice.
going to be in there. Bob, I can see your name being there on the bottom of 2022 season.
Yeah.
You know,
It's gonna be
23,
Bobby
I
or
think.
Body by Bobby.
It's what you want, but what team name you have, man. You know?
Nice. I don't think
Are you
Bobby
still
by
greatest
Bobby,
show
the
on
whole name
paper?
would fit.
Huh?
Are you still going to be the greatest show on paper?
Yeah, because I
Okay.
think this year I'm going to be the greatest show on paper again. I
Okay,
mean,
so let me ask you this: at what point are you in panic mode?
in this league, I feel like you can't really panic because 6-6 can get you in, right? Like
We've had
500.
6-0, and they thought they were on their high
That's
horse.
true.
Yeah, but I'm just
And they
saying, like in
fell.
this league, you can 500 will get you in, and then once you hit the playoffs, I mean, unless you're Arian,
6 and 7.
unless you're
7 and
Arian,
6.
anything can happen, right?
Points.
You can.
14
Points.
games now. 14.
Points.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
But Bob, come on, 1-3, you're in panic mode.
No, I
You're
don't
not?
think so. No,
Okay.
I honestly don't think so. I
I'd
think,
hate my team 1 and 2. It depends on how I lose, though.
Yeah, and who you
If
have,
I lose
who
by
you
a
have.
touchdown, 2-point conversion, or something, what the fuck?
or if you're
Yeah.
scoring a
But if
lot.
I'm getting roped on,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we gotta make moves.
I think it depends on how many you score. If you score under 100 and you're losing,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
a problem.
Well, some teams are winning under 100.
You know, Sal, there's another thing that I wanted to talk about. That kickers and defense doesn't get enough recognition that it should. So, like, I'll bring Kine as an example again. He was rolling out the Chicago Bears defense last year for a long time, getting him 2 points, 3 points, 4 points. And there was some games that he lost that was by like 3, 4, 5 points.
And they hurt him right there.
And he kept starting the same defense. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. But those kinds of adjustments, maybe streaming in week, spending some.
Are we
fat
talking about
money
a
on
defense right now?
They get you points, Bob.
I know, but come on.
But the general rule is don't buy a defense until the end of the draft is over.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
That's fine if that's a general
But then
rule.
you had Chicago's defense that you swooped them from me, and I was going to start them against you in the championship.
But that's what I mean, though.
They put up 30 points.
If it's a good stream, that's you have to find a way to get that.
Yeah, you play the matchups.
But some people, they set it and forget it.
Kickers are badass, dude. The Raiders kicker is great.
I don't want him. You know why? I was thinking about that today. Someone was like, "Oh, Carlson hit a 55er." I'm like, I don't want him because I'm a Raider fan, right?
Because you're going to score touchdowns
And
now?
I want us to score touchdowns. And if I have him on my fantasy team, all I'm going to want... Exactly. I want those ones and I want the threes.
So how do you differentiate between the two?
So I just won't draft Carlson. I'll take him off my list. I just won't draft him. He's a kicker. Who cares?
Will you draft Adams?
I won't take any Raiders.
Adams?
No, I won't.
No Adams?
No, because now I'm...
You would. Why not? Adams?
Yeah, I just don't think he's going to be as good as he was with Rodgers. I think he's going to be good, but I think Waller's going to eat.
I think Carr will be better.
Carr will be better,
Carr
but
will
I
be
think the
better.
guy that's going to do really well is Waller, and I think Renfro.
Renfro is going to be a little slot
because
guy,
he's
dude.
think about it. They had Welker all those years. McDaniels was the coach, right? So the
It falls on
Welker,
Derek Carr,
Edelman.
Doesn't care.
Nah, Carr's solid.
No,
It's
he's
the
good. He has the
defense.
numbers, yeah.
It's a defense.
And another thing to
Their
look
defense
at
sucks.
is they play, any team plays in Division 6 times. It's good to know if those
Chiefs,
defenses suck.
Denver, those are tough
What are
teams.
the 3
San
Hall of
Diego.
Famers they got? Or
Yeah,
it's
bro.
going to be 3. Yeah, Herbert will be a Hall of Famer for sure.
Yeah.
He's a stud.
Good stuff, man. This is good. Hey, one last thing. It's outside of football and stuff, and I want to ask, and I haven't heard you guys talk about it. I heard you talk about it. Brittany Griner.
Okay.
What do you think, Bob? Is it that she's going in 9 years, 9.5 years?
Oh, no,
Are you talking about the length of the sentence?
Yeah, I mean, just doing...
Nah, it's ridiculous.
Okay, so what she did was dumb. I think the length of the sentence is obviously not justified. 9 years for something like
Is
that.
this a Russia
That's
versus USA
ridiculous.
thing?
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She's a pawn in the game.
It's ridiculous.
And
9 years.
they'll
Can
probably
you
do
imagine?
some kind of a swap. But 9 years.
Do you do 9 years here in America for having weed like that?
No,
No.
not even
People
close.
don't do that for having like coke and
Cocaine.
stuff.
Yeah.
on them.
That's-
Let
it's
alone-
ridiculous.
It's all
And
bad. It's all
It's
bad.
actually really sad.
And
if
you
think
know
about
that
it.
that's the max that she could have got. They gave her the full max. They gave her 9.5, but she served already 6 of it, so that's 10.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I think that's what I think it is.
Okay.
She won't,
But even if
she
it's
won't
9.
serve it though. She'll get.
No?
You, no.
You think they'll release?
USA will. They're not gonna let that happen. There's 9
I
years.
mean, they've already said we'll swap somebody.
Yeah.
And Russia said, okay, we'll hold off. We don't know yet.
Yeah, but something will come up and they'll swap her at some point. It'll be important, and that. You know,
yeah, I think that there's going to be outrage in the public,
Yeah.
and they'll put pressure on the administration to probably.
I mean,
they'll do a 10
then
for
maybe,
1.
Hey, then maybe Biden will actually have done one good thing, right?
Man, that's why he's working on this.
Yeah,
To make
this
it
is
look
the
like he's
one
doing
thing that
something.
might be
Are
good
we
for him.
segueing into politics? This is
No,
a good way to
it's
segue
not.
into
Soon,
it.
not now. After the season, we have some stuff
I mean,
to
we
talk
could,
about.
there's nothing to say. Biden's
Nah.
terrible, right? I mean, do you like Biden?
Biden's terrible, right? Are you gonna
He's
vote?
old.
Are you gonna vote?
I mean, he's
Are you
old.
gonna vote for this next one that's coming up next term?
Yeah, but Trump's gonna win for sure.
Oh, Trump's gonna be in it.
Yeah, Trump's in it. He's the favorite in Vegas too. They have him, I think, plus 325. And then I think the
Damn.
next guy is Florida's Governor
DeSantis, yeah.
who's like plus
DeSantis,
425.
I like DeSantis.
Yeah.
I think
DeSantis,
he's
whatever
good.
the fuck.
I don't
his
know
name
if,
is.
if the party will take Trump back, right?
I will guarantee you, if Trump runs, he will be the next president. Guarantee it.
He has enough fault. It's because Biden has done such a shitty job that
Yeah.
people are like, you know what? I'm down for this guy.
Oh,
Bring him
all
back.
the people that voted were like,
And
we
it,
hate
it might
Trump.
not be his fault what's going on, but it falls on his lap though. That's the problem, dude.
He can't even get on. Imagine
Yeah,
having
no,
that guy
I
on your
know.
podcast right now.
You can't know.
Could you imagine?
It's
Who?
bad. Biden.
Biden on the podcast right
It's
now.
bad,
Nah,
bro.
you
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it.
Yeah,
He'd be like this guy.
It's
You
probably
need,
too late for him right now.
you need
It's
a couple of
bedtime.
drinks like this guy over here
Yeah.
needed to get on here.
You got some drinks.
Speaking
bro?
of drinks,
This guy's over here.
That's a
Hey,
lot of sugar.
he text messages me.
It's good stuff, bro. This is Jake Paul's drink, bro. Prime, dude.
hey, my son said that Jake Paul's fighting that one dude.
Tate.
Andrew
Tate, yeah.
Nah, he's offered it out there, but you know, his fight got canceled because didn't nobody buy tickets, bro, at Madison Square Garden.
Which fight got canceled?
Not because that Raheem guy didn't make weight. It's just
Yeah.
no one bought tickets, bro. It's like, come on.
Hey, Andrew Tate's the most searched guy right now in the entire world. Like he's the number
Yeah,
one
that's a different episode, bro.
He's
That's
crazy.
he's a great salesman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets all
He
the
could talk.
he could
And
talk.
you know he could fight, right? You know he's a world
I've seen
champion.
it.
Muay Thai guy.
I've seen
I mean,
him
he's a
become world
champion.
champion. I've seen him get his ass beat too a couple times. So, you
From
know.
everybody that I've talked to about Andrew Tate, they've agreed that like half the things he says is probably valid, and the other half is
shock.
shock value.
would say
Yeah, man. So Andrew Tate, he was a champion in Muay Thai and all that, of course. But I've seen him get knocked out. and you said people are talking about him 80%, 80-20.
I come home and like 9 out of 10 things that my son shows is Andrew Tate.
That's awesome.
And it's funny. Sometimes if it's really good, I go, hey, send it to me so I can
It's
send
funny
it to
clips.
Fred.
It's funny
Yeah.
clips. It's entertaining for sure.
Yeah,
But
he's
yeah.
catchy. He's a good talker.
Well, good, bro. So I'm ready for the season. I'm thankful you guys came over. I can't wait to set this all up and send it to the league and get everybody involved. And I can't wait for your matchup. I want to see that rematch.
What week is this? Because I think we play later on.
You played once this year. I think.
I don't know what week is it. I know you have it circled on your
I
calendar.
don't. I really don't.
Don't lie. I know you do.
I know that I play Sal week 2 and Kyan week 1.
So we
He
played
knows.
twice then, okay, right?
Yeah, we play
Yeah,
twice.
okay.
He knows.
Good, good.
But
I'm pumped for this season. I'm pumped for Bob. Pumped for Kyan.
Bob's been a
Tell
great
me.
addition, by the way. Like
Oh,
tremendous.
He's one of the best additions of Mike. That's the best thing you've done, bro. Thank you
But
so
Mike's
much.
done with me. Mike's
is
done.
He
Mike's
cuts you
like,
off. He's like,
hey,
bro, this guy took over.
yeah,
Like
he
that?
pushed,
Took over.
he pushed the bike. He's like, I'm
I
done with
swear
you.
Bob
It's
took
over.
over.
Hey, no. Mike's gonna come in. I'm telling you. There's no. Mike's gonna come in and kill it.
But you
Thanks
took,
again.
you took
Yeah,
over.
man, don't worry
Slide,
about it.
too.
Dude, he's gonna be good. Mike is a different man now. He's ready. Like you said, he's out for blood.
Who do you have? What do you have coming up on the podcast? What two GMs?
Our next guest actually is Mike. Mike and
Oh.
E-Man. Next week they're gonna be
Oh,
here.
nice.
Oh.
Next week.
Yeah, I have it set up with them already.
Okay.
They're both gonna be here.
That's
Give
gonna
me
be a
their
good
ideas,
one.
their
E-Man's
thoughts.
gonna show up, you think?
Oh yeah.
What if he
yeah.
leaves halfway through?
Good one, man. That was a good
Yeah, I'm
one.
telling you.
Yeah.
This guy.
Well, yeah, man. I want to thank
Thank
you
you,
guys for coming
Sal.
again.
Thank you
Appreciate
very
it.
Yep.
Get
Thanks.
ready for the season coming up.
Greatest
Bubble
GM
G,
out
you're
there.
going
Just
down.
want to
We're
give
ready
you
to
some
go,
credit
man.
too,
Ready to-
because you're
Take
the man.
No prisoners, man. No prisoners. The smack talk has to go. Zide, he's looking at you right now. You got to look at him.
I'm
Ready
not
for
even
the
worried about
matchup.
this guy.
He's worried.
He got lucky
Alright.
last year.
Yep. Hey,
it is
luck.
what
You
it
need luck too in this.
Hey,
Hey,
thing.
Bob, you
Yeah.
need one of these.
Yeah, I have one.
Oh, Sal,
but
before
it'll
we cut
actually
off,
fit.
So can can you tell me where you got this from? Because I know you got it last year was the first time you did it.
Yeah.
But since I've won some other ones too, I want to just go make my own and just.
Oh
this guy.
God, this guy.
All right.
It's all right.
All right, folks. Well, thank you so much for listening. We'll be back next week and get ready for Shark League, baby.
Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
we
Get
out.
ready.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.